Hello. So I just wanted to come on here real quick while I'm waiting for the engineer because he's having some car problems. So I'm still sitting out waiting on him and everything in order to get up into the studio. What I just wanted to say is this. I would never ever, if I knew of another local artist or whatever, right, or someone that spoke to me about projects that it is that they're trying to do, how long that they've been at it to, promote themselves, to do what it is what they're doing, to get their bookings together or whatever that it might be, right? They're telling me all about their hard work. I could never be a person personally to just maybe in some kind of type of way be able to help them and just sit and just watch them struggle and not help them if I knew in some kind of type of way I could help them. When I say help, I don't mean by like coming out your pocket financially to help anybody as far as with their projects or none of that kind of type of stuff, right? But I'm saying as far as like if I was able to assist them, to help them to have a portfolio that they might need because that, you know what I'm saying, is going to help them and get them, you know, better in position with what it is, what they're trying to do. So I assist because I know I'm good at that, putting portfolios together. Or I take out time to just take a picture of somebody, you know what I'm saying, and just see if they want a few photos done. You know what I'm saying? Oh, is there something I can do? Maybe I can take a few photos of you so I can go up to your page, whatever platform that it is that you might be on. Because I see that you are striving, right? And trying to really, you know, just get yourself in a position better financially. You have your family you gotta, that you're trying to take care of besides yourself, grandkids or whatever that it might be, right? And stuff like that. I could never be a person personally to sit by and just deliberately watch somebody struggle. I would have, because I would be like feeling some kind of type of way because it's like, okay, now I know this person, you know what I'm saying? This person could be doing anything else in the world, could be standing out on a corner, be out on the street, hung out on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Drunk every day, not wanting to put the work in to do nothing, right? Or making an effort to change their life in no kind of type of way, right? But here's a person, you know what I'm saying, that I crossed paths with or whatever, got a chance to meet and everything or whatever the case might be. Shared a little moment with that I heard out that they're trying to get into music, that they're trying to set their office up to be an entrepreneur because they want to, maybe you want to have, cards and balloons and just stuff for people for when they like go to the burial ground, and see their loved one or whatever and things like that. Whatever it is that you want to do, right? But you working on, career and being a better you. Everything is to be the best you that you can be. And I see that. I'm going to want to personally give and to pour into the person that I see that's really, really making an effort and you see them actually really doing stuff with their life. I'm not a person to just stand by and watch them suffer and watch them do this. Now, you know that this person needs a portfolio or whatever and everything. They might not know how to go about it or they might not know whatever that it might be, right? But you personally are in some kind of type of way to pass on some information to somebody or get them linked with someone that could possibly change their life. People be about, see what it is, people be about, to me, what I find is that they want to see you like do good. They want to see you do good, but not do better than them. And I was associating with a couple of people and things like that, whatever. And I started seeing, some things and everything like that, whatever. And what I did was, I just really had to make a choice to leave and let well alone. You know what I'm saying? Let them be and go about my business, because I see it's just there's certain things that I see. Like when you're around somebody, you can know when a person don't wish you well, don't want you to do well, and things like that, whatever. And when you stop picking up like stuff like that and everything from somebody that's supposed to be a so-called friend or somebody that's supposed to be a so-called family member or whatever that it might be and stuff, and they're just watching you struggle and see that you're working your hardest to, you know what I'm saying, make changes for your life and stuff like that. Like I said, it's not like you're a person that's hanging out. You could be doing everything else, but people won't give you credit and try to like, acknowledge and see what it is that you're doing for your life, and see in whatever way that they can like assist you and help you. And I just find that to be like weird to me. If you're claiming that you're a friend of mine or a family member of mine, oh, I only want the best for you and stuff like that, whatever. I wish you well. I'm by your side. I support you and all this other stuff that you're saying. And then you got people that will come along and distract you and get you off of your focus of what you're supposed to be doing. If you really said that you was going to be there, right, and already had it locked in that this is the person that you're going to collaborate with, this is the person that you're going to ride, out with, whatever, because you see that, what I'm saying, prosperity and abundance is going to be raining on their life like I don't know what, right? Because they're making all the steps that they gotta make to, and the stuff, doing all the stuff that it is that they gotta do for themselves in order for it to happen. You see them and know that they're like manifesting things in their life, right? Should make you want to help them, should make you want to be there for them. But people, what I find, like I say, is that they want you to do good, but not be doing better than them. And that's what the problem be. And so me, I had to just really distance myself from a lot of people. And I already had started filtering my life a long time ago, whenever it was anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen how people moved and how they did stuff and how they weren't really in my corner. Like I'm for people and stuff like that, whatever. And I basically, you know, help support people when I see people need support, stuff like that, or whatever, and people are trying to be the best them that they can be and stuff like that, whatever. Um, but yeah, you have to know, like, when you pick up whatever vibes that you pick up from like people and stuff like that, whatever, you just need to leave them alone and just be to yourself, focused on what it is, what you have to do, and what you got going on in your life, because people will try in whatever way that it is that they can to try to hinder you and try to stop what it is what you have going forth. But you have to find within yourself some kind of strength or whatever like that. And how I do it is I pray every day. That's what I do, and I do my affirmations. And I'm gonna tell you like this, just like I was telling a couple other people I was in conversation with. Regardless of what's going on, okay, and there has been a lot going on behind the scenes that I have not been really wanting to speak about. Maybe some stuff that I have spoke about very briefly here and there, whatever the case might be. But let me tell you something. No matter what happens and what the outcome is of anything, I'm not gonna let anyone get under my skin. I'm not gonna let anyone basically deter me from my path that I'm on and what it is what I'm trying to do. Because I was led to take this path and stuff like that, whatever. This is something that I was led to do. And I just feel that, there's so much that's going to become out of this. It's not just about with music, but it's people getting to know me. People might have, like I said, situations and things going on. I said prior that they might feel as though that they might need to express themselves to somebody because they have no one else to talk to. I be that person. I don't mind. I lend my ears to people that need to talk and stuff like that, let some things off their chest and everything. But I just don't like, I'm gonna say this though. I don't like people playing on my soft side. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know that I am a kind-hearted person, and because they know I will take the time out to hear them and stuff like that, whatever come with whatever foolishness, and try to make it look like they're desperate to talk to somebody and desperately need help, but they're really to monitor and stop what it is what I'm doing and to cause problems for me. I'm not down with stuff like that. But however, yeah, I do take out time when I feel to take out time for somebody else or whatever like that. I will do that. And I feel that, other people need to consider doing that more too and stuff like that, whatever. When we see somebody, like myself, for instance, like I said, I have plenty in people that be around me on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that, whatever. Okay? I'll have people only, but maybe some here and there, whatever like that. But for the ones that I be really thinking that they're gonna be like, I see you, you know what I'm saying? I see what it is what you're doing, whatever like that. I think it's a good thing that you're doing this, a good job. I'm proud of you, this and that and everything like that. And be looking for encouraging words and something to help me to give me that oomph to make it to the next day. Like I don't depend on it because I already know how people can be. People will know who you are and know what it is what you're trying to do and stuff like that, whatever and stuff. And you know what I'm saying, you're doing something wonderful for people, trying to make people feel happy, trying to lift people's depression or whatever that it is, and you get a joy out of what it is that you do too as well, whatever, setting up your life for the best and stuff like that, whatever. And people will still, you know what I'm saying, look down on you and be in whatever way that they be. Turn their nose up at you and all kind of type of stuff. Have all kind of type of stuff to say about you behind the scenes with other people and whatever else that might go on. I just pray and stay focused. Music is my joy. That's where I'm at right now or whatever. Besides me being a sales associate and stuff like that, whatever. And I feel I'm on the right path as far as my life right now at this moment in time. I'm presenting to the world what it is, what I have, my creativity, using the gifts that God gave me and everything to put smiles on other people's face, to uplift them and make them have a good day. Maybe they had a depressed day. Maybe they wasn't feeling too well because they got some bad news. They got too many bills to take care of. They had a loved one that passed last week or a loved one that passed earlier on in the day or whatever the case might be. I don't know what people's situations be in their personal lives and what they be going through or whatever and everything. I'm just here to put smiles on people's face. I'm here for people to enjoy music. And this is, over here is about love, unity, and music. And that's about it. Let's be a blessing if we can in whatever way that it is. Try our best to be the best us that we can be towards other people, towards helping other people in whatever way that it is that we can. If it doesn't have anything to do about helping them financially, because everybody's struggling and everybody's, you know what I'm saying, into what it is, what they're doing, because, survival out here is real. I get that and I understand that. But in whatever other way that you can help somebody, help them if you can help them. Don't be the one to just sit around and watch somebody struggle and stuff like that or whatever and everything like that. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. You don't know what people had to go through. I mean, and that's another thing. Like I've been through so much and so many different transitioning that has happened and taken place in my life. And whatever doors that do open up for me, I deserve them. Even though other people might try to make me feel like I don't deserve them to walk through these doors because of this happened and because of that and because of this and all these excuses and stuff like that people lay down, right? Why the reasons are I might not deserve a break and all sort of stuff like that. Nobody's God at the end of the day. Nobody is the man upstairs. Nobody knows what it is that he have in store, you know what I'm saying, for their life, the direction or any of that. All we do is just pray and try to seek answers from him each and every day, whatever like that. For those that do believe in God, if you don't believe in God, okay, so be it, whatever the case is, whatever like that. I don't know who it is, who you're praying for and talking to as far as about miracles being restored in your life or whatever the case might be, because that's a whole other different thing that I wouldn't know about. But I talk and I speak to the man upstairs. My belief is Jesus Christ. That's what my personal belief is. And I'm not ashamed to say what my personal belief is and everything. I might not be aligned in my life at the time right now like I should be or whatever like that. No one's perfect or anything like that, whatever. Those of you that, watch me see my life and stuff like that, whatever. And if you don't think that it's aligned the way that it's supposed to be, pray for me. Say prayers. That's all I can. That's all I can say as far as about with that. Say prayers for me, like I say prayers for you, and your family or whatever else that it might be. And that's it. And that's all that we can continue to do. That's all I wanted to come on and say right now, for the time being. Yeah, I have nobody as far as being in a group. I'm not in a group. This is something that I'm doing on my own, stepping out to do and everything. And I feel that I can get it done on my own. And I have faith in myself and I have the confidence. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Hey, bless you guys. Hope that you have the rest of your day is very blessed and productive. I will talk to you guys later, okay? See ya. Good evening.